Hey everybody, it's your old buddy Frank here again, and I'm here with the final segment in my series, Lessons from a Middle-Aged Guy. And spoiler alert, I just want to let everybody know that this particular entry, might be triggering for some folks, but it's kind of a necessary thing we need to talk about as we age, and hopefully you'll find some good advice for you in the end anyway, even if it's not something that's too pleasant to talk about. So this one is entitled "Preparing for Life Trials," and subheading "Prepare the Right Way." So let's backtrack a minute. So as we age, most of us are going to go through probably some negative life things. Health issues as we get older, maybe a relationship end or divorce, kids growing up and moving out, empty nest syndrome, and of course, another big one is the death and dying of our parents and relatives. So I think it's no secret that we're taught from when we're very young to prepare for things. We want to be prepared. We want to be ready for anything in life. We don't just want to run around and just let life happen, because usually that's never a good way to do things. I think, and if you have time to prepare, the more time you have to prepare, usually the better equipped you are to deal with whatever's coming your way. I'm thinking about something that happens quickly. I don't know how many of you have been in a car accident where maybe you see it coming a second or two ahead of time. Maybe you brace yourself. You have time to brace yourself so it just doesn't hit you out of nowhere. Um, and life events as you age can go one of two ways. They can blindside you, or you can have time to prepare for them. Here's the issue I've seen with people, including myself. Lots of times when we prepare in the wrong way. And let me tell you what I mean by that. I want to take you back to when you were a kid, okay? And you were on summer vacation, which is where the kids are right now. Okay? When you're on summer vacation, okay, you're just off doing all kinds of fun stuff. And some kids just they enjoy the whole summer and then they go back to school at the end. But there's some kids that they spend, especially as you get towards the second half of the summer, they spend time going, man, only 30 more days until school starts, only 10 more days till school starts. And what you find when you do that is you're not fully enjoying the time that you have. You're just kind of dreading what's coming next. And I was guilty. In life, this is one of my main issues that I've tried to solve. So let's fast forward to when we're adults, okay? You may know something's coming, like maybe a divorce or an upcoming surgery, or and what I've seen a lot, and this is what I find might be triggering for somebody. I'm asking you to stick with me. Maybe your elderly parent doesn't have much time left. Maybe they're ill or infirmed, and that probably that you're not going to have much time with them. When my best friend was ill with brain cancer, they had given him a year and a half to live, so we had kind of a timeline to work with. So there's a good thing, right? Well, it depends on what you do with it. Okay? If you're that same high school kid just dreading the time that that you have left, well, I won't say dreading the time you have left, but just counting down the time you have left and not fully enjoying the time you have, you're just wasting time. And that is not something we have a surplus of when we hit my age, trust and believe. So what do you want to do? Okay, instead of just meandering through this melancholy attitude of, well, I'm only going to have my mother or father around for another month or two. Like, enjoy the time with them. Don't waste the time that you do have. This is when I do these life lessons for you. 9 times out of 10, it's stuff I messed up on, and I'm just trying to share with you so maybe you don't mess up too. Preparing, the other part where people make a mistake is they try to prepare for what they're going to do afterwards. And, well, how's that bad, Frank? Well, because you don't know. That's the problem. Feelings are fickle, and they don't usually react in the way you think they're going to. Grief is really funny, as an example. Any of you that have lost someone, you may think you know how you're going to deal with grief after that person's gone, but lots of times it's nothing like that. You think, oh, I'm going to look through an old picture album book and that's going to bring feelings of grief. And it probably will. But lots of times grief just strikes out of nowhere. You could wake up one morning, you were fine the day before, and all of a sudden it's just this shower of grief just overcomes you. So, it's hard to prepare for how you're going to feel afterwards, whether it be, a death, a divorce, your kids moving out, whatever, because you're not in the feelings yet. So, and feelings are really funny that way. You don't know how they're going to respond. It's not often linear. So, what do we do? How do we adequately prepare for stuff like this? One, you enjoy the time with the folks while you have them, or you enjoy, the summer while it's here, or you enjoy your time before your surgery. Or I'm not sure how you enjoy the time before a divorce, but I don't claim to have everything figured out. But the second thing you have to do is the way you prepare for afterwards. Excuse me. Is to line up your support system. Because these are the people you're going to lean on afterward when that grief strikes you in the middle of the night, or when that sense of loneliness hits you when after a divorce or your children move out. Okay? Support systems are funny because everybody in the world will tell you, I'm here for you if you need me. Yeah, right. Okay, well, let's try that when I have to move next weekend or I need a ride to the airport. You ever do that? People all say they'll be there for you, and then you start crossing off people on the list. Oh, this person I couldn't get a hold of. That person didn't return my phone call. This person said they're busy, and you end up with nobody. Set up your support system with dependable, reliable people that you know are going to be there for you when you struggle. That's the only thing you can really adequately prepare for when you're preparing for a life trial, because you don't know what's going to happen afterwards. You don't know how you're going to feel. You don't know when you're going to feel it. And you need those people in your corner, okay? Now, reliable, dependable people are not just standing around in every street corner, okay? I tell people when I do my counseling groups, your support system should be strong and varied, okay? Varied meaning people from different walks of your life. Your entire support system shouldn't be 5 people at your job. Well, what if you switch jobs? Or just my family members. Well, you ever had a row or a fight with family and you don't speak to them for a while? Then you lose your entire support system. So what I'm saying is maybe a couple of folks from your job, a couple of family members, maybe somebody from a couple of folks from church if you go to church, or a neighbor or two, good friends, whatever. Just make sure you have enough people so when you inevitably struggle, there are people there for you. So the message for today is, when preparing for a life trial, make sure you prepare, but prepare in the right way. So that's it for this series. Thank you all for sticking with me. I love helping people out and trying to give you the benefit of some of my experience, both good and bad. So I'll be moving on to another series here in the next few weeks. I just encourage everybody to enjoy the beautiful summer that we have upon us. And thank you so much for taking your time to tune in and listen to me ramble on and on. That's always fun for me too. Feedback's always appreciated. All these videos are found on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Anybody ever needs me, just reach out. Thanks a lot, everybody. Peace.